Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Tina and I'm super happy to be here to share this Christmas in July inspired project. Now, I was actually inspired to make my version of these cards from a fellow crafter in the Cricut community. I'll make sure that information is in the Design Space file link that I will be sharing. So this is my kind of recreation and turning it into Christmas in July. All right, here's the kitty cat. I'm gonna put less shaker bits in the next one. I always overstuff my shaker bits. Okay, so cute though. You can see it's a cute little window. All right, this one says Feliz Navidad and it has the kitty, and we're gonna make the dog version and do a paper swap. Okay, so just so that I wouldn't lose it, I went ahead and I attached some acetate to my full window. This is the full window with the panes cut out. I just attached some acetate to the bottom of that. All right, and then you'll also have this full window out of throwaway paper. If you do the kit in the file, cut it out of throwaway paper. You're not going to see it. All of this gets covered, but it helps you line everything up and put everything down. So I do suggest cutting it. It also helps with the dimension and then gluing it over. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my little star background. I did this little star background. I've had this paper forever. I bought packs and packs of it. I don't even want to say how many packs. I bought like over 10 packs of this paper because it really, I do a lot of silhouette nativity stuff, and it was just so perfect. I had to have it. All right, I'm going to line this up between the little notched out areas there. And then if you really want to know if you're going to see it, you can just take the window piece and hold it over it, and you'll see that that portion's all covered. Okay, there we go. We have an A2 card base, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 finished size. This one here says Happy Holidays, Happy Holidays, because our little silhouette is this doggy, the little doggy for this one. And then there's a print then cut Santa, and you have a little circle for a moon. I used a mini dot paper because I like the texture. I think that's maybe daffodil, mini dot. And then for this one here, my thought was just to give it a different look, I'm going to swap these two papers. So here I have it with the lights paper in the front, and on this one I'm going to do it with the buffalo plaid. But you could do, you know, either way. I mean, you're going to cut it out of anything you want. Oh, am I out? No. You know, cut it out of anything you would like, of course. And then this is also a kit that is being featured on my Christmas card, Christmas in July card buffet that we have as well. We do a virtual card buffet. So this has all good things. Okay, so I have pieces, and these are really to add dimension. As you can see here, the window has like dimension there, and then this has dimension here at the top with this white on white technique. It's really just to add the dimension, and that's what all these pieces are. So we can put those on later if we would like, but it's the exact same piece. It's just going on twice. 2 more times for that added dimension. So I'm going to just kind of, whoops, run down a little bit of the adhesive and then kind of line it up. And normally I would do all of this before I put my acetate on, but I keep losing my acetate and I didn't want to lose it live for the video. So I'm going to lay it down very, very carefully and make sure that I'm lining it up as perfectly as I can so I don't have to slide it at all. All right, there's one. I'm going to do it again. This really is just for the dimension on the project, as I mentioned. You could do, if you have white backed throwaway paper, you could, you know, make it all out of that if you want. I just used my regular white cardstock because, you know, these were all cut on the Cricut. Lots of them were cut on the Cricut, but I think this would be such a cute card to make a lot of. Use up all kinds of shaker bits and some glitter. Just sliding that into place. There we go. And now 2 of these These are just little white strippies. It really does make a difference. I looked at the, and these go at the top, right, and they perfectly right at the top there. I did look at it without the dimensional pieces, the layered dimensional pieces, and I felt that it made a big enough difference that I would do them. The other thing is I would never put this on foam tape. I have really been using paper layered pieces. I used to do it years ago and then I stopped doing it, and I have gone back to doing it, and I love the look and the stability of it. I love how everything is the exact same size and it's all good things. Okay, so now that I have that done, I want to do my inside moon and the Santa. I want to make sure I can see it, the moon. So I'm going to keep, it's gone in the very upper corner there. I don't want to see the sky around it. So it's going really close in that upper corner, but not over it. Just a little bit of glue, kind of touching here and over here. There we go. And I want to make sure I use good glue because I'm going to put some shaker bits in here and some glitter. And I do want a little bit of the glitter to stick, but okay, for this, it is going to go over, it is sized, but it's kind of like where you want to put it and how much you want to see. So I'm just going to kind of hover. I played with this the first time, and I'm going to put him just a little bit lower when I put it on like this so that I can see it in this second pane down on the left. A little bit more forward. I think right there is where I'm going to like it. Yeah, that's good. I'd rather make sure I see all of Santa and then the deer. So to make sure that I get it in the right spot, I'm just going to grab my liquid glue and put my finger here. And I'm going to glue this first deer down. And while that sits so that it has an anchor point, I'm just going to kind of move on to my little happy holidays. I did notice my happy holidays is a little bit cut off, and I'm not sure if it was just on my file or on the one that I have, or if it was in the file. So I will go in and double check and see if it needs to be expanded a little bit there. I'm going to put it on, and then if I feel like I want to redo it, I'm just going to glue it on top, glue another one on top so I can finish the video. It's just the little S. The little S is a little too close for me, but there it is. Happy holidays. This is already super cute. All right, I do want to get a good bit of glue on this. I'm going to lift now. Just kind of glue from my other side. I have this precision tip that I really love on this glue. Okay, let's go ahead and wait that for a few minutes. There we go. And I'm going to build my shaker directly on here, but this is going to need to be on foam tape. So while this is going on, I'm going to line this with foam tape. All right, I just have some foam tape strips off to the side here. And you want them to be, a little thick. And what we want to do is just build like a pole, if you will, or not a pole, sorry, a border, if you will, that it all touches. So I'm touching this one to this one. I'm going to hold it up so you can see. See how tight I got that? You just don't want any holes. No holes. So right up against it, bringing it down. And just kind of keep butting it up against it there. I'm okay with that actually being down here because it will support my frame and it doesn't go past it. All right. I would like to get this like right underneath of this side one right here. Okay, so now you can see I just have, it's nice and tight to each other, so bits are not going to be shaking anywhere. I have something on my acetate there inside, just a photo cloth. Okay, so I want to give the the other frame areas some support, and I'm just going to do it now. It'll just be harder to do it later. So this will help support the entire frame. And because the frame will be more supported, the shaker is also less likely to explode on the way to the recipient if you are mailing it. Okay, so for this here, I have my little silver spoon, and normally I'm always like, this is the perfect size. I get these at the dollar store. I've been giving these out to my group forever because I'm like, only the best for us, silver spoons for our shaker. But this is our shaker bit spoon. All right, half instead. So what I want to do though is I have a little bit of this glitter, and this is just an extra fine iridescent glitter. I'm going to put a little bit of that down. And then I'm just going to rub this a little bit now, kind of around the Santa and the deer. Okay. There it is. It's just kind of rubbed around. And now I'm going to just tap it, flick it off. There we go. And you can see that there is some little iridescent there. All right, I like that. And let's grab our anti-static pouch. I have 2 anti-static pouches. I always used to, I keep one that's for stuff like this, and then I keep one for my embossing that's clean in a little container. I'm gonna run this around the outside along the foam tape, just in case there's any adhesive stuck to that. I'm putting enough bits in here that I'm not too worried. Okay, little bit of glitter. And less. I did a whole one last time and I want it to move, so I just did a teeny tiny little bit. I love these stars, but there are so many companies. I got these from Close to My Heart. I love how they slide. They have great slide, but there are so many places where you can get shaker bits. I have so many shaker bits to use up. I currently have 20 containers filled with shaker bits. So I definitely need a full shaker day, but I loved these little stars. They have such great slide. All right, so I have that in the middle there. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to peel the ones across the top. You don't need to peel all of this, like all of the little pieces, but you do need to peel every single bit that is around the shaker that needs to be sealed. All right, so we want to make sure we get all of that off. Oh, there we go. There is like this one here. I had that little bump piece. There's another piece there, and that should do it. Okay. After you have it all taken off, and you've done your anti-static pouch everywhere, I want to drop this perfectly. So hopefully, I'm going to pull it to me just a little bit, just hope that you don't get the back of my head. It looks like I'm still okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab it and line it up. And I can always trim out whatever isn't perfect all the way to the back. Spread my shaker bits just a little bit there, just a little bit. Press, 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 press. Sorry for the shaking. Sorry, I just realized I'm jostling the camera everywhere. There we go. That's it. All right. Oh, look, this one is so much better. Look how full I did this one. The poor cat is snowed in on this one over here, whereas this one, that's got like really nice. I probably could have used a tiny bit more, right? I Mario Karted it. Means it went from one extreme to the other. Okay, so this one I really do like. I like the outer border. I'm not sure which one I'm going to end up liking more. I kind of like the buffalo plaid on the outer border of this one, but I love having the options. And these can, it's peekaboo paper, which you have here. So I'm sure you have lots of selections already in your stash that you might be able to throw at this. Maybe destash some paper. Wouldn't that be exciting for all of us? Okay, here we go. Liquid glue. Going to be generous. There we go. Just going to take that and it's going to go right down on the card. And it fits side to side on that pattern paper. I kind of do like the plaid in the front now. Oh, I don't know. Decisions, guys. I'm going to need to hear whether it's plaid in the front or in the back. That one's a tough one. Okay, so for this, I'm attaching the dog to, and I didn't put any foam tape behind this, so that's why those other layers are so important when you have a big open space like that. But since I'm attaching the dog to acetate, what I really want to use are some glue dots for this. I don't always find that glue is my friend, so I'm going to, there's a little one on his head. This is a nice thick black paper. I like that. And there's one on his body. I get one on his little butt. There we go. And I'm not going to worry about too much here as I lay it down. I'm going to see where it's going. And it's going right along this edge. So I'm just kind of looking at where else. Oh, see, that's stuck. Where else I might be able to sneak a little bit. And this here, this ear, has a little bit of the window right there. And I think I'm going to do the tail with just a little dot because that's going paper to paper too. That's going to do it. All right. Just kind of, you know, picking where I want that. All right. Right down. Touch, 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 touch. There it is. Oh, it's so cute. Look at that adorable little card. So I have Feliz Navidad and Happy Holidays. I could have said Holidays too, huh? I'm gonna keep holidays. Okay, and look at that. This one here has just got too much in it, but it's still a great card. This one is a blizzard. Okay, this one is just a light snowy white Christmas for Santa. I think if I met in between the two of these, they would be perfect. I'm not sure which one's my favorite, actually. I like them both. I'll be happy to hear what you think. Okay, I hope you guys really like this shaker card. The additional information will be in the description, as well as the link for this design space file. I hope you guys will enjoy making it, and comment back and let me know if you guys had as much fun. They're super cute. I think that these are just, they're fun, right? They're fun and they're cute Christmas cards. All right, guys, thank you so much for letting me craft with you. If you like this video, if you found it fun, maybe you're inspired to create with this, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help me out here in the YouTube community, and I'm ever grateful of all the support that I have. You guys have a wonderful, happy, crafty time. Bye-bye.